Hi everyone, welcome back to another Pi Gaming video. Just want to start off by saying I'm so sorry to Demon456 Gaming. He was the one that gave me my challenge for 2 videos ago now, and it was to stream for 5 hours if Spike showed up on one of my games in 10 matches. So he did show up. I ended up having to do a 5-hour stream. Unfortunately, one of the files in that got corrupt and it wouldn't let me do anything. Every time I tried to do something, the whole program would crash, which led me to not being able to do anything. Obviously, I'm able to do stuff now because it's letting me post this video, and it let me post my last video as well. But I just want to give him a shout out for giving me that idea. It's a lot of fun. It was something different. I was definitely really tired throughout, but I definitely did do it. So I'm sorry to him, and thank you so much for understanding. I talked with him about it already. So now the reason that you guys are here, the 13 different things that you guys missed in the new Brawl Talk. There's a lot of information. New skins, a new brawler. We have pins that are on the Brawl Pass now, so you can get those instead of spending the gems on them, which I wouldn't personally spend the gems on, but that's just me. There's a lot of different things. This one was really crazy. It was the longest Brawl Talk we've had in a while for such a small update, but I think that's what kind of like gives it the hype. As of right now, it's 11 o'clock p.m. and this just got released almost 16-17 hours ago at this point, my time anyway, and it's already number 2 trending, which is really crazy. Everyone's been excited. All the answers to Starr Park, what it is, all these content creators getting all these different packages and all these different clues, and finally we got some answers. Not a lot, it was more so stuff sprinkled throughout. So let me know if you guys noticed the stuff that I did as well, or if there's something that I might have missed in this.
It's Pi Gaming.
So this first one is kind of like a 3-for-1, I guess. I just counted it as one, because it's kind of the same aspect of what it is. So I'm going to play all the originals, and then after that I'm going to slow it down. You can kind of see exactly what's going on. Pretty much, like, their clothing changes, Spike changes blue. The first one, it's kind of when, like the first, like, glitch started happening, everything started getting really weird, and that's when it was like, okay, like, this isn't normal. At first I thought it was my computer, but then the second one happens, and then the third one while they're explaining the skins, and it was just before the whole Starr Park theme kind of took over the video.
Viper's and Spike's biggest fan, at a certain point that starts to get a little creepy. For the past skins, we are getting a Starr, beginning of the past, and at the end.
So this next one again, I'm going to play the original, and then I'm going to slow it down a little bit.
これは夢なのか?
Nope, it's real.
そう。現実だね。
So if you look really close in the background, you can see the arcade game, and then it really quickly flashes 8-Bit's face, but he looks really nervous, like it's someone or something trapped in there. And then there's a lot of speculation going on that the guy that's on the side of the arcade machine was actually 8-Bit before everything went on in Starr Park, and that he was actually transformed into that arcade game, and then that's him trapped. And if you look even closer, you can see the mini game that was actually in Brawl Stars that you can play, being played on the arcade machine. So this next one might just be my imagination, or maybe it is something that could possibly be a theory, but if you watch, you see him just kind of hit the tree, you know, no big deal, he hits a tree. Then the second one, he hits like the ground and like hits some people and they just fling across. But that's what brings us to this next clip. And you see he like smashes through the building, but it appears in the background like he's hitting the building. It's like some voodoo thing where, you know, like you like put a needle through a doll and like the person feels it or something like that, or it curses them. But then that leads me to believe, if that happened with the building, did he actually like hit people? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just my imagination running wild. Let me know what you guys think though. Like, is this some kind of big game or like control, like voodoo thing? This next one, I really had to slow it down and play it frame by frame. But I know there's like a really quick change. But if you watch the lady on the left, watch her mouth, and her teeth change from just normal to like sharp, jagged teeth. thought that was really creepy. This next one isn't as big of a thing, but I thought it was kind of weird. The scene where the bee kind of changes into like animation from the paper, but if you look in the background, you can kind of see like the bee is just like trying to jolt off the chain, just trying to escape. So I mean, I guess that would probably be like the bee brawler. I don't know. I thought that was really crazy. She's trying to like break free from it. And this next one, it's the roller coaster, the Mr. P suitcase roller coaster. And it goes in with two parents and then two kids. And then you just look in the background and there's suitcases. Like the ride is just like, they're just flipping over the edge and then they just disappear. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, like that's really weird. And it kind of brought me back to one of Kairos's videos. Like his had like the shirts like I survived, like whatever, the Mr. P roller coaster or whatever. But it's like, I mean, I'd get that shirt if I survived a fall like that too. But then you keep watching and two more come through at the very end of the ride, and the one is empty, and the second one, it just has the two kids. Like, where did the parents go? But then it keeps playing, and you see the kid just kind of flip his hood up. And my wife actually pointed this one out. I didn't catch it right away, but she's like, that looks like that Leon brawler. I'm like, okay, yeah, I didn't catch that. So that was kind of cool that she saw that and I didn't notice that. But then you keep watching, and the lady at the end of like the ride attendant hands the little girl a bear. So I'm like, okay, but hang on. So like Leon is always talking about Nita in the game, like, hey Nita, watch this and stuff. So that's got to be Nita. Like she was handing that little girl Bruce, and like maybe after everything happened, like maybe there's like the radiation or whatever it is that happened with all these people turning into brawlers, also brought Bruce alive too, and then that became her companion that we see in the game now. This next one I can actually thank Ash from, everybody knows Ash, but I can thank him for this one. I didn't even notice this, but if you watch this one closely, you can kind of see like in the background towards the bottom there, just a body getting dragged out from the scene, and the guy just like, the host just kind of quickly like, yeah, let's just continue. He just keeps on going like nothing happened, like the background isn't just completely destroyed. So that, I saw that and I was like, okay, something definitely is going wrong here. Like this is not right. So that's what kind of gave me, like when I started getting like that creepy vibe, like it's just going downhill from here. So if you look closely at this next one, the guy just kind of starts freaking out, and it's like just incoherent about what he's talking about or what he's even saying. And there's this guy in the background who's just kind of sit there mopping. At the very end, he just kind of looks up at him as he's yelling. Then all of a sudden, like the guy changes out. But then you look in the background again, and the guy that was hosting is just kind of sitting there, and he's a little groggy, and the roles just kind of changed. But then you look even closer in the background there's someone just kind of like controlling stuff, and then they're like pulling like on this like string, and it's like moving the guy to like do the mop, and he's sitting there just kind of like this. So it's like he's controlling him, like non-stop work, always got to be doing work. That one was really creepy, and that one was really crazy. And this next one, I knew he wasn't like speaking anything, just like the subtitles just stopped, but you could tell he was like trying to say something. I was trying to figure out what it was. I tried playing it like in slow motion to see if like maybe if you play it in slow motion or something. So then I played it in reverse, and that's what this next clip is what he's saying. And this one just kind of put everything into proportion about like a hidden message and like what exactly happened and how Brawl Stars came about. Check this one out.
Future, the children control glowing rectangle.
So this next one kind of goes all the way back to the beginning. Like you see, like in this first part here, Mr. P is like just kind of like waddling around, like he just got hit, or he's like really dizzy, or like something happened to him. But then this is the very end of the entire clip, and he's just passed out in the flowers, like in the garden area. Like what exactly happened to him during this entire time that everything was going on, where now he's just face down? Like I don't know, like is he dead, or is he just like knocked out from something? Like what happened to him? And now for the very last one. This one comes towards the very end after they're all dancing, and it's like zooming out onto everything that you see. Like the entire area around them's kind of leveled out. There's like a fire. But then here's the screenshot of it. You can see in the building that they all were, where it first began, like where the video first began, there's just like a green smoke coming from it. Like, is this what kind of started it all? Like, what is the gas? Why are they all still dancing around like nothing is going on around them? The ground around them just didn't get completely leveled and there's a fire everywhere. This has just been my kind of speculation on everything, stuff that I noticed. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below if you notice anything, or if there's something that I might have missed too. So thanks again, guys, for tuning in. I hope you really liked this video. It was a lot of fun. Just kind of seeing like everything that happened. Obviously, again, like I said, this was a really big one, really interesting video, something very different. There's a lot of time, I'm assuming a lot of money with all these different actors and like all the different lore that they had throughout, and like the website and everything getting sent out to all these content creators. I thought it was crazy. It's a really big dedication to have done that for a game, especially like a mobile game, to do this and kind of get the entire community involved, not just like in the US or like Canada, but like throughout the entire world. I thought that was really crazy because it was just content creators throughout the entire world that got like these different packages and different clues. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, save room for pie.